Okay, so when we start combining the thermal and salt differences with latitude, what we see is that we have very dense water at the poles and not so dense water at the equator. Now, this should make sense for a couple of reasons. If you guys remember the physical properties of water, we said that cold water is much denser than warm water. Of course, we're going to have a colder temperature of surface waters at the poles than we're at the equator. And additionally, a higher amount of salt makes water more dense. So even though we know that evaporation from the equator makes salt concentrations increase at the equator, what we also know is that the freezing of water at the poles increases salt content. As water freezes, we remove that amount of water from the surface and it's ice, but we leave the salt behind. So as that happens, the water is densified much more so than the water at the equator, and the water at the poles begins to sink, creating downwelling. As that downwelling occurs, we have surface water that flows over the top of where that cold, dense water is sinking and filling in the area it's left behind.